people, and welcome to personal series, TikTok series of question of the day with Tiana, aka Farm Boss. Now, the question that many persons have been reaching out and asking me is, why is it that I opt to do farming? As you can see, just having some stuff to do for the farm, so I am in my uniform, of course. So the question again is, why is it that I opt to do farming? Now, the main reason as to why I opt to do farming is because of my love for it. And one of the things that I always try to do is to do some self-examination. What is it that I do with the least amount of effort? And regardless of whatever it is that I take on in life, everything always leads back to farming, right? So that's like the main reason as to why I do it. And of course, you know, everybody does a job to have it as a means to an end, you know, a different source of income, all of that stuff. But my main reason for doing farming is because I love it. There's a certain joy that it brings to my soul, you know, to see the animals grow up, pass through different stages. And also one of the things that I enjoy doing, you know, separate and apart from my own personal stuff, is to be able to impart knowledge to other persons, other farmers, prospective farmers, seeing their things take off on a level to the point where it's even bigger than mine. I'm like so happy, you know. It definitely means that I'm doing something good. So to see other person's thing, you know, blossom, it definitely brings me joy. And there's a quote that a person told me about, a good friend of mine, and he said that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Almost every other job that I've tried has frustrated the living daylight out of me, but the one thing that I do, as I said, with the least amount of effort is farming. And funnily enough, the only program that I've been enrolled in that is education wise, where it's farm centered, is the REAP program. Now we'll get into that in another video as to what the REAP program is. In the meantime, you can visit the website and to find some more details. But outside of that, I've never been to college, and persons are always amazed at that. Like, you haven't been to college? Like, which school did you go? And I'm like, I don't go to any school. The furthest I've been in terms of farm training is the REAP program, which is an excellent program, by the way. When they're finished with you, oh my goodness, if it is that, you know, you leave that program and you don't learn anything, farming is definitely not for you. They equip you to the point where you feel so empowered, like it's as if you feel like you know everything now, even though you don't, right? But to how well the instructors prepare you for life after the program, it's second to none. But yeah, I didn't actually go to school, like an official school, like a college or university, to study anything farming related, even though that is, you know, like the ultimate goal for me is to go to college. But yeah, it still proves the point, like it's something that I do with the least amount of effort. Like, a person can ask me, hey, you know, my animal is displaying this symptom, all right, cool, let's go to a checklist, check this, check that, and it's like 99.99% of the time it you know, it works. Very rare to say, hey, you know, check a vet. And this is always a disclaimer that I use: don't take my word as gospel, always consult with a vet. But yeah, farming is an amazing experience for me. It's not something that I would trade for anything. Matters not what it is. I always try to do something farming centered. So yeah, that's why I decided to become a farmer. So what you could do, guys, is to send in your questions, anything that you want for me to answer farming related. I would be more than happy to do that. So again, until next time, this is Tiana, aka Farm Boss, and question for the day in farming.